Good morning, good afternoon, and good evening to all of my beautiful, wonderful beings of love and light that have chosen to now follow myself through my journey of this lifetime. My name is Rubina Dimitriou. I am Ascended Master Mother Mary here on the east coast of Cyprus. And as I mentioned in my introductory video, I would be allowing you into my personal lifetime. And so here we are this morning on the east coast of Cyprus, in Ayia Napa. And I'd like to share something with you. In 2020, when the first lockdown happened for COVID, it was March here in Cyprus, and I was staying with one of my fathers, who was a father of mine in one of my past lifetimes. And this dear gentleman, Eric, who I used to call Dad, was my second father in this lifetime. And so I was living with him, and just a few days before the lockdown, my dear dad passed over into the spirit world. So unfortunately, where I was living with him, the people that had the house couldn't quite understand our relationship, as he was a very elderly gentleman, and not everybody understands who I am and where I'm sent to go and express my love and light for dear soul family. So here I was, my father had just passed over, and he hadn't even, let's say, been, confirmed as dead, let's say, as the human body. And I had these landlords knocking on my door saying, oh, Eric is on his deathbed, so you need to find somewhere else to live. So here I was now thinking, okay, I'm about to be homeless. What am I going to do? And we are just on the brink of a worldwide pandemic. So what are my options? Well, at the time, my options were to go and find a little spot in Limassol, on the beaches of Limassol, because I thought, well, I sat and I spoke with the Divine Family, and they said to me, don't worry, you shall be guided. Just find your way down to Korean Beach in Limassol, and everything shall be there for you. So I did. I made my way down to Limassol Beach, the Korean Beach in Limassol, where I was able to find everything I needed to build a little shack upon the beach. Now, the previous years to this, I was actually spending a lot of time in the summer months out on the beaches, doing various different parts of my mission in terms of meeting different people, giving a lot of different spiritual guidance to people, or just generally just being there for whoever I met on my journeys, and deciding what they actually needed in terms of support from myself. So this wasn't something new for me. However, at that particular time in my life, I now found myself homeless. So as I said, I went down to Korea, and I found everything that I needed to build a little shack and to start the first part of the lockdown, living on the beach. and also incorporating my mission for planetary work. So let's roll over to 2022 and now September. For the last 3 months, I have been living down on the East Coast, on different parts of the East Coast, being guided to different areas where I should be setting up camp. And so today I would like to invite you all into my latest little piece of heaven on earth, I shall call it. And today we shall be venturing in to where I actually have set up a little camp, and it's absolutely divine. I shall flip the camera around just so that you can all see where we are walking into. Okay, so this is my piece of heaven. As you can see, I have been situated straight onto the beach for this little piece of heaven. As you can see, I've been painting my boards just so that I am preparing people, those who are guided to me, for any kind of spiritual advice or any, lessons of meditation they should require. And also I'm just raising awareness of what I do provide as services for the people for when I do get my website back up and running. I've had to dismantle my website currently for the last few months due to hacking from some misguided souls, let's say, which has actually been a blessing in disguise because it's given me the time to truly ground a lot more of my spiritual gifts, talents and powers, being that I am Ascended Master Mother Mary. So it's given me the time to really fulfill the creativity that has been lying dormant within me for the last few years. This little area is Jake's area. Jake is my little dog who is not currently in this area because it's in a very public place, and seeing as though he's still a puppy, he's only 1.5, he hasn't adapted to many people, humans at the moment, because he was so used to living with me in the mountains, and it was just us in the mountains. So I have Jake in another shaded area for the daytime, and I maneuver him over here at the end of the day, where we sleep here, and we wake up early morning and go for our long walks and so forth. So that little place is Jake's little piece of heaven. And as you can see, this today, what I'm focusing on today is making some more sage wands for everybody. For those of you who are not aware of sage, what I personally do is I have collected some sage, some fresh sage and some fresh lavender from trusted people who are soul family to me, and I also collect bougainvillea flowers and fresh roses, which all go into my sage wands. I also make candles from sage, lavender and roses, and so these next few days I shall be exploring and exploding my creativity through my artwork, which I do apply to my sage bowls. And the candles, and here is just a little preview of what I do. Here I am preparing everything, as you can see. And this is actually my personal sage wand. I don't know if you can see that. Let me come over here because I'm in a shaded area. So this is actually my personal sage wand, who I do bless people who wish to have a personal blessing from me, obviously free of charge. I don't charge for my blessings. And I do clear up people's auras with my sage and place beautiful blessings upon them, or just deliver what I feel they need. If they need a rebalancing of their chakras, I will rebalance their chakras as well. Or I will just see for the in particular souls what their personal needs are. But I would like to just share exactly how I am living at the moment. So that is my little table of goodies, which I'd like to give a big shout out to for these little products. I don't know if you can see those products, but I'd like to give a big shout out to one of my beautiful earth angels, Edwina, who I met very briefly just for a few days, and she was sent to me for her personal divine messages, and she decided that she wanted to just make up a little bag for me of all her goodies in her hotel and bring them to me. So I give a big shout out to my beautiful earth angel Edwina, who is going to do fabulous things with her projects for third world countries that need assistance with the children there and orphaned children. So I look forward to actually being a part of that project in one way or another. Absolutely sure that I shall be supporting my Edwina every part of the way. So I send you much beautiful love, my Edwina, if you do get to watch this video. However, let's move on. So this is my little place of paradise. As you can see, I am situated on the east, absolutely on the east coast, and this video that I have made today is also it's entwined with me wanting to give you all a bit of inspiration, as well as, you know, bringing you into my personal life. You see, sometimes we find ourselves in situations and challenges on the earth plane where we may be facing homelessness, or let's say situations that we would prefer not to be in. However, what we really truly need to do is to align our mind, body and soul with calmness and meditation, and to see and find the solution that is correct for us for moving forward on our journey. You see, even though I found myself being homeless, we are never truly homeless, because our beautiful Mother Gaia, as you can see, will always provide us with exactly what we need. So if it is that you are finding yourself without a brick and mortar home, well, let me just enlighten you that should you just take a few steps forward on your personal journey, you shall find that you can actually find a way through all of the tough situations you are finding yourselves in. And even if that means building a little shack and finding your piece of paradise with Mother Gaia, then so be it. Because sometimes it's actually more beautiful just to be without the headaches and hassle of all the bills and all of the extra stress that this life can give us, and just align yourselves with Mother Gaia, as she does truly provide for all. So with that being said, I'd like to wish you all a beautiful, beautiful day of pure love, light and elevation. And always remember that there is always a solution to whatever challenge you are facing. And sometimes that solution can work out even better for yourselves. So don't stress, release the anxiety, release everything that you think is going to come crashing down in your lives, and just face everything that is before you with power, strength of your soul, strength of your mind, and a healthy body by choosing healthy options for yourself. So I'd like to send you all once again beautiful love, light and power for your journeys ahead. I am Ascended Master Mother Mary, sending love and peace to the world. Namaste.